Okay, let's begin the meeting because we're at what are we? 6:32, and we're all here. Okay, so George, Lion George, would you be kind enough to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please? Wave a flag, somebody. If not, I got one.
All right. I don't have a flag, but I'll read the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands for, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
Yay.
Right.
Okay, and Joe, Lion Joe, would you do an invocation for us, please?
Lord, we're grateful for this opportunity to meet via Zoom as Lions. We ask that you continue to protect us against this COVID epidemic and protect our loved ones from that also, and get us back to normal soon. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Okay, and now Bob Finesh is not here this evening, so
And pray for the 49ers.
yeah, pray for the 49ers.
They're doing good so far.
We'll see what happens to the 49ers, Bill.
Yeah, but it's just preseason.
Bill,
I know.
They already got a broken thumb.
Bill, you have to come to the next in-house meeting because I've got the book on Kezar Stadium for you. And anyhow, so do we need to go around and introduce everybody? Sharon, can you go around and just name who's here, please?
Well, let's see, there's our president, Bob Lohan. There's a past president, George Saleh. There's the vice president, Zenny Lohan. And there's me as a board member. Joe Fair is our secretary. And our guest, Aaron Strauss. And who is the other? Somebody else is there.
Bill Graciano.
Oh, Graziano. There you are. Yes.
Yes.
Our membership chairman, we hope. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Lion Joe, we have any correspondence of importance or non-important?
None that I know of, no. Is Lyle not with us tonight?
Lyle is on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. He is with his lady Linda at an what is it, Zenny? An American what? American Legion.
Region. It's he's in Arizona.
Linda's very active in that. Mhm.
Yes, she is. I understand she's on the national board or something. Yeah. So as he said when I talked to him, while she's off at the meetings, he's sitting in a big chair with some healing waters and a very good book, which I happen to have a copy of right over there, but we won't mention it, okay? But anyhow, that's what I talked to him. All right. We have some committee reports, I hope, because I have a few. Without Lyle being here, we know that the football pool is up and operating. I think we might still have a couple of spots open, but get your money in by we playing Saturday or Sunday, whatever this week, Bill, Saturday or but whatever this weekend is, it's the Niners and the Detroit something, right, Bill?
Right.
Okay.
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. Do we get a week off?
There's only 3 preseason games this year.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So there's still a couple of things in there I know. Okay.
Does anybody know whether or not Lyle has completed the football pool sheets and or sent them out?
I don't know either, but I know there's a couple of squares still available. And I'm sure when he gets back, he'll roll them out to
Okay.
go right onto the net.
About when is he going to be back, or do you know?
Friday.
All right.
Okay. On the youth and community, which is kind of interesting, all that's gone out, but I found 2 new Lions clubs actually. Zenny and I visited a very nice farmers market here on 37th Avenue, and the United I almost said the United Irish. Yes, uh, the ones that the club that calls themselves the United, they were there, and we took a few pictures and talked for a while, and then we sent them a package, the sign them up package for the youth and community, and then we had another Lions Club just say we'd like to do it, and I'm sorry, I don't remember the names, and so we have two additional clubs that have requested the system. I still got one up at St. Gabriel's, and as soon as we can get the meeting together. So it's there, but what I see on the reports that came down, at least for the, 4 people that I saw who filed reports in our zone, uh, there's not much money raising activities going on. I'm working at the food bank and passing out stuff and so forth, but they don't seem to try to, have things that they can actually raise, money with. And we're fortunate we have 3. Obviously, the youth and community, the football pool, and I'll give you an update on the crab feed. It looks like we can go back to St. Philip's where we were 2 years ago. I spoken to them. We got the insurance squared away. As you know, the Lions Club have a master policy that covers everything, and we kind of pay for it in our dues somehow. So we'll be able to use that, and it should include liquor liability. If it doesn't, liquor liability is only $90 or something like that, and Ward will take care of it. So that'll take care of that. The thing we have to do is decide upon, I'll do that with Bob and get Bob's commitment for a, a Saturday in September. I'm all right. Saturday in February, so we can, go at it. I did talk to 2 other possible locations. I've heard back from neither one of them at the moment, but then again, they're both schools, and the schools are a little busy at this time. But both of them have very good facilities that I'm familiar with. So,
Lion Bob, if St. Philip's is available and we've had it there and there were no objections, everything went smoothly, why don't we just tie it up or through finesse, lock it up for that February date?
well, I'm going to let him pick the date. It's one or the other. And then we'll make a deposit with St. Philip's and we'll hold it. The thing I mentioned to St. Philip's was the fact that, we're going to do this here, and we might as well open it up to the parish and maybe the school, as well. So that's, but yes, you're right. I want to knock the date in and get it right where we need it immediately. So the thing that has to do that, we have to get back to them with the what they call the certificate out of the master policy, and Ward can do that. We've done it before. So
did we do the same thing last time, insurance wise?
Yep, same thing.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, and rather than buy it from their broker who wants way too much for life. Okay, so. We've done this before where we've had to get the 24-hour coverages, but we are fortunate that the Lions Club have a master policy that we can use. Okay, and St. Philip's, St. Finbar, they haven't sent us any response yet. Okay. Now, any announcements from anybody?
I guess everybody knows about Helen Habeeb passing away.
Yes, and her services. I got a note on that too. Yeah.
No, services are private.
No, oh, okay, all right.
Well, they're having something for her. Because I saw it on, I don't know if it was on.
First, they said they're going to have a vigil service Tuesday night, Sharon. That was the first announcement. Visiting at 6:30 and vigil service at 7 at St. Dunstan Church in Millbrae. That's her parish.
Yeah.
And then there was a follow-up after that. And the family now, because of COVID, wants their service to be private.
Oh, I see.
There was a follow-up announcement.
Yeah,
So I know what you're talking about.
yeah. Well, I know I saw it, but I just probably forgot about it. There's so much stuff going on with all the installations and everything. It gets confusing.
Sharon, what's going on with the council? Do you know when the next meeting is and where it may be? If there's a where?
The San Francisco Coordinating Council,
Yes.
didn't you get the invitation to the installation?
Oh, to the installation, but that's a double installation. San Francisco and Peninsula, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
a joint, yeah. And then I think the next meeting will be will it be this month? It's always the fourth Wednesday of the month.
Okay. Do we assume that they're going to go Zoom with it for a while, or are they going?
That I don't know. I'll have to ask August, because the installation will be in person, and the last meeting was in person. So I'm not sure. It's up to him. I would prefer it if they did Zoom, but because the one that we did at the Chinese restaurant was just jam-packed. It was so crowded. There were a lot of people there.
Well, we've unfortunately lost some of the places where we used to do it, obviously.
Yeah.
And we'll be a while without the Irish Center. Boulevards fits about 40 people comfortably.
Yeah. I think they had more than 40 people there at the meeting. They had, let's see, I think they had maybe 5 tables with 10 people at a table.
Well, they can do that, but I'm using the word comfortably, okay?
Yeah, but that's too many. That's too crowded. If you're going to be indoors with no ventilation, you don't want to be sitting shoulder to shoulder with somebody.
Well, that's where we are right now, and until we can say at Boulevards, you open the back door that goes into the to where the parklets are, but nobody's sitting in the parklets anymore. And but anyhow, it's going to be tough for a while to go indoor with certain things outside of a football game or two. That's outdoor. Okay, fine. All right. Now, as
But
long
I will ask August if you want to know for sure. I can ask him.
ask who?
August, the new president.
Oh, August. Okay.
That's the governor's son.
Not August, Bob. Robert, Sharon is saying. Paget.
Huh?
His last name is Paget, am I correct?
No, August. His father is the new governor, Dr. Valera. This is August Valera III.
Oh, okay.
He's the new president of the San
council,
Francisco
huh?
Council.
For those of you who may be more little, what's the word I want to use? Technically correct. I tried to get into the Lion system. I finally got. Does everybody know what their Lion number is?
No, everybody has a separate one. It has their own number.
Yeah, but do you know what it is?
Well, you should know.
Okay. I didn't, and of course we're fortunate to have a source that knows everything in the Lions Club. And Lyle gave me my quote 6-digit number. I went to the website, lionsclubs.org, entered it, and they wanted all kinds of things. And for some reason, wherever they're sending the code or that sort of stuff is going to somebody else out there in the world. So I'm waiting I wanted to get on there because I wanted to see, and Aaron, you probably know about this. What do they say about the club, your club, our club on there? Where are our reports that are supposed to be filed on a monthly basis? What do they call them? The MM something? I don't know what it is.
Bob, I responded to you on that. I replied to your email on that topic.
Yeah, you did, but you file them correctly, don't you? Correctly and currently. But the thing is that the current, what's her name? Sharon, at the, not Sharon, I'm sorry, Connie,
Connie.
who at
Right,
the,
Connie,
at the
She's,
zone.
she's your new zone chair.
Yeah, well, he's still calling us the Mission Club, and said we didn't have anything in, so I wrote her directly and gave her,
Bob, when I sent her a monthly membership report, that's the MMR.
yeah,
With it, I sent her printed copies of our Lions Club bulletin. And that goes to her, and it also goes to the regional chairperson. And Lyle covers everything that happens so thoroughly that whatever they want to know about this club, it gets to them by direct mail, not email.
okay, well, she still seems a little lost. So.
No, I mean, just so you can respond to her. If she gets to you again, you tell her to read her mail.
Okay. Well, I'm going to invite her to one of our in-person meetings if she wants to come to an in-person meeting at the club, so we can talk and find out exactly.
By the way, Bob, you asked, where is Pittsburgh? Because that's where she lives.
Yeah, I know that's where she lives. Yes.
And that's where Lyle lives also.
Yeah. I was having a little fun with Lyle. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we also have family in Pittsburgh, don't we, Zenny? Yes.
Yes, we do.
I think around the corner from Lyle, actually. And, so I was just having a little trying to kid Lyle a little bit. Being out in the country where it's 110 degrees. All right. Anything else by committee reports, or what do we want to do or don't want to do? Okay, so we don't have a guest speaker at the moment. And I don't have anything else as far as the general side is concerned. Does anybody have anything else besides what I don't have?
I just wanted to mention something. Didn't you say something about inviting the captain from Ingleside Station to a meeting?
Yes.
Okay. She has been promoted to commander. So she will only be there another couple of months. I think maybe she's leaving in November. So if you want to get her, you're going to have to do it pronto.
Before then, yeah.
Okay, let me go after that tomorrow. Excuse me. I'm trying to remember the lady's name. I'll get to it. It'll circle Jones. It's hard to remember. Okay, yeah, I wanted to get that and see if she'll come and do it. And then there was one other lady that was standing there that I talked to, Sergeant Brenda Bennett, something like that. She said that
O'Bannon.
Hmm?
Sergeant O'Bannon.
Yes, right.
She's part of the captain's staff.
Good. All right. Nice to see the ladies moving up. Okay.
Are we confirmed with the Italian American Club for 2 weeks from tonight?
Well, not to my knowledge, but we will be by. I'll call Julie tomorrow and see what's for dinner.
Good.
We are fortunate we have that. Many of the clubs don't in reality. Okay. Anything else? Just in case we want to have a board meeting, which we may not because I don't have any financials. Okay. So none of that has changed unless somebody out there knows something financially that I don't know.
He didn't send out any financial reports like he often does.
Well, I think what's different than last month? We haven't done anything really, except taking in some money from the pool for the Lions, for the 49er pool. And
football pool.
It's the 49er pool. Right, Bill? It's the 49er pool. Okay.
49ers.
You have to call it a pool. And let's not go into the raffle and the IRS issues, so forth. Okay. So that kind of ends this part of the meeting as far as I'm concerned, unless somebody has another question or two that they might want to ask.
I just thought I'd share with the club the car show that the Millbrae Lions sponsored this past Saturday. It was remarkable. And they had almost 400 cars
Holy,
Wow.
participating. It was just
What kind of
outstanding.
cars? Vintage cars?
Collector cars,
Collector cars. Okay.
Yeah, everything. Sports cars, ancient cars, hot rods, pickups,
Yeah.
everything. Up and down Broadway, the main street, right? There was a big turnout.
So the
but
Lions Club gets,
Millbrae Lions Club organized the whole thing, right?
so they have a fee to come in and
No.
all of that goes to the club? Or do they pay the exhibitors of the various cars in there?
I think the exhibitors have to pay. I don't know how they work it, quite frankly. I don't know.
Okay.
And I don't know their arrangement with the city.
That is great. It's a great, activity for the club.
I would go to that. We've been to a couple of them, but at different places. But that's got to be a heck of a fundraiser for those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anthony Kacha puts that on. That's his thing.
Oh, Katya Plumbing?
Yeah, Anthony, that's the
Yes.
younger brother.
Oh, is he the chairperson for that?
He's the chairperson, yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe you could pick his brain a little bit. Do you think there's any possible way our club could do something like that?
Well, do we know anybody that's into cars? That's pretty much it. I mean, I'm sure we could do something, yeah.
Maybe we can have a list of their car owners that have their cars there, and maybe we can use them too.
Yeah. Let's make it a little more tighter. What's the biggest cars out in the Mission District and who do they belong to?
What's the biggest what, Bob?
There's a bunch of guys in the Mission District who have certain cars and they're always looking to, shall we say, show them off a little bit.
Oh, okay, the lower mission district, you mean, huh? I see.
Yeah, the riders out there, you see them around.
But you want a variety. You really want a variety to appeal to a cross section of the population.
The only issue I see is where would you have it? I mean,
That's a big issue. You're right, George.
We had it, the one in Golden Gate Park. What's it called? It's the guy's name. They sort of put it together again this year without getting the permissions of certain people in the park. And it went, I don't know how many cars they had there, but I know the guy next door went there with his boys and, they enjoyed it, but I'll find out. That's a good, good idea to work with something like that. It would take
George, as you know, they, in the past, for a few years, they closed off Mission Street from Silver Avenue to Geneva Avenue for kind of a walk in the street festival.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they still do that. They will do it, but probably not until next year. I don't think they're going to do it this year.
Yeah, because we had a tent and a booth there in a couple of those fairs. That they
Yes,
had, right
yeah,
on
we
the
shared a booth with Balboa High School.
Balboa High School. Yes. Okay.
It would take a bit of organizing. It's not something we're going to get done in a month. It would be.
Oh, you're right, George. It would take more than a bit, but
Well,
as Sharon State observed, if we can get hold of a list of car owners, that would be vital.
Well, let's take a look at the clubs first, because they're the ones that'll know the owners.
Well, there are a lot of, I have a member in my neighborhood group that belongs to a car club. But I don't know where they participate in our 4th of July parade.
Ah,
But I don't know where. He's moving down to San Jose, so I don't know.
What 4th of July parade?
That we have in the neighborhood,
What neighborhood?
New Mission Terrace.
Huh? On what street do you have the parade?
What is the name of the street? It's in their neighborhood. Santa Rosa, no, not Santa Rosa. It winds around over there and then ends up at Ingleside Station. It's Balboa Park. They used to have a big picnic up there, but they stopped it. Roxy Market used to provide most of the food.
Well, it's great to talk about these things, but until we get a clearance from the quote health department and a few other things, but we can find out who wants to do it, because I would say that they haven't done it in a couple of years, and if we can give them a source to do it through, they'll probably jump into it. But I'm glad to hear about Millbrae, and I'd sure like to see that, next year, God willing, and the creek don't rise for all those old cars that we used to.
So Joe, did you go to that show?
Pardon me?
Did you go to the show?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah.
My daughter and I, we both walked it. We spent about an hour down there. Right.
Mm.
We got lucky parking. We got very lucky parking. That's a problem for the spectators.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, are we all sitting down? I have to give you a report about antique cars. Jerry sold old blue. His 82, 84 Mercedes, which he has meticulously taken care of all these years.
Jerry
So-
Lowe, we're talking about?
Pardon me?
Jerry Lowe?
Yeah, Jerry Lowe. And so he bought a car because they have to go to dialysis 3 times a week in Watsonville. So
Yeah.
you needed a more dependable car. So he put it up for sale, which I knew broke his heart. In 15 minutes, the buyer. He just put the sign in the car, and he had a taker. So
Wow.
he's been perfect for the parade.
Mm.
Yeah, well, we all have those emotional experiences with an automobile. At least the guys do. I'm not
Yeah.
sure about the ladies, but the guys do. We all have those emotional experiences that whether it's a new car or your first car or whatever it was. And okay, well, is there anything on a board meeting that we should talk about as far as we don't have our finances with us, and so we don't get a treasurer's report? I don't know about the meetings of the previous board meeting, and as far as screening and some of the committee reports, we can kind of. And the only thing I would say, do we have any bills to pay, Joe? Do you know that?
They don't come to me, they come to Lyle.
Okay, so Mr. Lyle is not here, so I think
Bob,
maybe,
I'd like to ask you at the next meeting to bring with you the merchandise catalog, the one that I gave you. I would like to have it back.
oh, of course, it's an antique. It's right down there. Okay. I still put out a couple of eyeglass boxes. I carry one in the car just to make sure I can do that. The student speaker contest, as far as we see here, it was all in the not the bulletin, the thread, and I'm sure that
Lyle probably paid for our $100 to participate.
yeah.
I'm
And I
sure
think-
Lyle picked up on
We've
that.
got the stuff. Peace poster we don't do. Mission Ed Center I don't know about yet. We got to let them get in school and get back to going. I haven't checked with them because the students that came there were special students, and now that's been changed. So I will check with them, see what's going on. Balboa High School, they're always ready to do something. They do have that great color guard, and the wilderness folks we've taken care of. Anything else that I've got here? No, just trying to get into MyLion, trying to find out what goes on there. Any other questions, activities, thoughts, prayers, hopes?
No?
How about Aaron giving us a briefing on what Daly City Club has been doing?
Daly City Club's doing?
Yeah, tell us what's
We're
Daly City.
we're
I know you got your
planning
bingo
on our
card.
80th anniversary.
What
80th?
anniversary? How many years?
80 years.
Wow, 80 years.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Is Sherry Garibaldi still a member of the club, Aaron?
Pardon me?
Is Shirley Garibaldi still a member of the Daly City Club?
Not that I know of. No.
You know who I'm talking about?
I recognize the name, but she's not on our list.
She was the former principal of St. John's School.
Yeah.
Okay. Her father owned a trophy shop on Mission Street in Daly
I
City.
remember that trophy shop. That I remember.
Garibaldi.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Oh, the coffee shop that used to be at the Mission Bell Motel?
No, I know what you're talking. That's Vern. That was Vern's
Vern's,
coffee
yeah.
shop.
Vern Berkowitz. Vern Berkowitz, right? That coffee shop.
Aaron, who's running the Daly City Historical Organization now?
Pardon me?
Who is running the Daly City Historical Association?
They actually have a museum.
Don't know.
Yeah, you got the museum up on Mish.
I have the slightest idea.
There was a lady that ran it for years. She passed, and I just wonder what they're doing. I'll look it up. Stop by and see what. Well, outside of that, George, thank you for pulling the plug or pushing whatever you did to get this up and going. And unless we have anything important outside taking care of the 49ers.
We're getting an echo for some reason.
Yeah, well, now we got the echo back. Well, that's something. It must be my clock on the wall.
It usually happens when somebody has a Zoom on two electronic devices in the same room, like their phone and their tablet.
The echo has vanished. Now it's vanished.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, well, the clock ran. The clock, went off. All right. Well, I think
Yeah, there he is.
There, now we got it back.
I turn the volume down on mine.
so. I will check and see if our next meeting will be a Zoom meeting at the club.
Zoom meeting for what?
For the Lions Club, we'll do a Zoom meeting on the third Wednesday. Which should be. Oh, I haven't got my.
Oh. I thought we always did that one in.
So
On
we'll
the
do an
15th.
in-person meeting at the club on our next meeting. But I'll check Julie tomorrow and see how they're doing. I could use some of their fish.
Well, I don't think I will be attending because I don't know because my right eye is going to be done on the 28th.
No. You go, Karen. You go take care of your eyes. Okay, if it takes you a month or two, that's fine.
No, I mean if it's Zoom, I will definitely be on. But if it's in person, I won't be able to do it. That's all.
All right. Well, when will you be capable of doing it?
October. I should be back in October.
Well, it's only 1 month. We'll all be here, God willing, and the creek don't rise.
It'll actually just be one meeting. It'll be the membership meeting that I'll miss.
Okay. Well, we'll take care of that. Okay. All right, folks, I thank you for your time, talent, input.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Thank you,
Second.
Bill. I was waiting for that. Okay. Everybody's in favor. Thank you very good night and be careful out there, folks.
You
All right,
too.
be safe. It's good
All
to
right,
see
bye-bye.
everybody.
Good night.
See you all
Have a good
later.
week.